lovely peeps out there. I had a request to do a really quick video on how I use my fuse tool. It's the WeR Memory Keepers fuse tool. How I use that to make my pockets in my binder. So probably my best example is this sheet. I had kind of already practiced at that point a couple of times and made some goof ups, and so this was kind of one of my straightest and neatest and cleanest. And as you can see, it has a pocket here where you can pull sheets out from the front or back. I chose to have them on the front and back because just to save space and to kind of use as minimal amount of pockets as necessary. So I have some like this. This is predominantly what is in my Bubba binder. And then I have a binder. This is my Planner Society binder. Now granted, I have only received one full kit. I have purchased like extras of the December kit because it's gorgeous. But this is my December kit, and I liked the idea of the photo album, but I don't have space to store the big album. And I like to be able to see as many of my embellishments and ephemera as I can. And so I made like a little 8 pocket sleeve for the small ones. I put the paper in so you could see. And then I made these with quarter pockets for all the little pretty like 3x4, 2.5x3 cards. So I kind of came up with, after I was racking my brain, I came up with an idea of how to make your pockets more easily in your binder. So supplies you shall need: fuse tool. This is the WeR Memory Keepers. You can get it at Michael's. I think you can use your coupon. Mine did not have it, so I bought it on Amazon. It was less than $25. I have Prime, and it came same day, which for like the I need immediate crafting tools, that really was helpful. So fuse tool, and I keep mine on my stand. I did go ahead and purchase the WeR Memory Keepers fuse mat, and I recommend this. I don't keep my tool in the pocket because I don't like that the pocket gets hot. I know you can do that, but I do not keep mine in there, but it just hangs off the side. I'm contemplating cutting it off. As you can see, mine's already kind of had some issues. My fuse tool decided yesterday that it was going to launch itself off of my planner desk onto the carpet, and so I had to get the carpet off of my fuse tool. It doesn't affect the mat. I can clean it off. Just haven't had a chance to yet. So fuse tool, I have just a standard school issue 12-inch ruler. I like the one that has the metal edge so you can get it nice and straight. Pair of scissors. This is just a random pair of Fiskars, I think, or something. So just some scissors, or an X-Acto knife. I don't prefer X-Acto knives. I like scissors. And some transparent tape. And you may think, well, why do you need tape? Well, that comes in handy when you make a mistake, as I did yesterday. And then I'm using a Sharpie extra fine point to draw my lines on my template. And you're like, template? What's she talking about, template? So I kind of was thinking about how I made my how I was making my pockets. And so I came up with 2 templates. And what I did is I have actually just a ton of this white cardstock already cut to go in my stamp pockets as well as to go in to my binders. And so I used these as my guides for drawing the lines. So this is what I did, was I took this sheet of cardstock, and it is roughly 5.5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. So 5.5 by 8.5. And then I found the center point and I drew my line. That's where my Sharpie and the ruler came in. So ruler, Sharpie, line. Done. And then I divided it, each of these boxes, in half to find my half line here and here. And I can use this template to make both the 8 pocket one or the 4 pocket one, just fusing these 2 lines right here. So this is one of my templates. I am going to laminate it. And then this was my template that I came up with for my Bubba stickers. And so this one has, I just kind of measured the sheet size and gave a little bit of wiggle room. And so this is roughly halfway, not quite, because as you can see, this is going to be extra here and here. And I just like that because then my sheet's not floating all around in there and it's less likely to kind of fly out willy-nilly. So, 2 different templates. You don't have to do this. I was doing them yesterday just by putting a sticker sheet up to it, but I found this works great. So I'm going to actually use this one to show you how I do this. Now, granted, I'm trying to do this while filming one-handed. And so I already, through the magic of television, have already done one of these. But basically what I did is I lined up my pocket to my template. Now you could washi this down. I just held it. The one nice thing is the fused ruler has these little gummies on the bottom. And so once you get it lined up, it's pretty good. And so I just lined up that black Sharpie line here. Now granted, on the vertical, I did have to move it. So I did the full length and then moved it. And then on the width ones, it worked perfectly. I do use the channel. I know some people use the side, some people use a ruler. I prefer the channel. I think it gives me a nicer movement and everything like that. So I did all of the pockets. Then what I do next is I take my template out of the way, don't cut it. And I take my ruler and I place it along these lines right here. I give myself just a tiny bit of room. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. And I take my scissors and just gently slice right here. And I still haven't used the tape because it is for oopsies, like when you just decide to put too much pressure and you create a totally separate pocket. Guess what? Transparent tape is magical because you put a piece of transparent tape right here and you're never gonna know. And then you can stick all your little ephemeras in here, or you know, if you collect coins and you're cool like that, and you put them in there. And with the quarter sheets, if you have little ones that like to collect baseball cards or, you know, Shopkin cards or whatever, the 4 pockets will work great for that. And these are actually, if you buy the insert pages, I don't think these are Avery. I think these are ones I bought on Amazon, and they were much cheaper for a much larger quantity. That would actually probably be cheaper than baseball cards, and you can house them in a smaller binder. These are just the half binder sheets. So just a little tutorial today about some fuse pockets, and that's all I got. So y'all have a great one. Talk to you later. Enjoy the day, and that's it. Bye.